What's up guys, Nolan here, and BSG just dropped the patch notes for patch 12.8 on us, and Jesus Christ, it's a lot. BSG have already confirmed that it won't be coming this week, however, so sad face on that, but here's the best stuff that I got from the very long list of changes and new things. The juicy stuff is that we will be getting a new 1911, aka the M45 pistol, the RFB rifle as mentioned before, but also now this KS-23 shotgun, which is, wait for it, a 23mm shell. 23mm shotgun, guys. This thing is going to absolutely chunk the hell out of everything. On top of that, we also have the new mods, and I think we could be seeing another surprise weapon as well. We'll see. Loads of new equipment that we saw during the live stream. I like variety, but nothing insane from what I can tell. We will also be getting new sets of clothing for both Bear and USEC. There's going to be two new skills that are both for the hideout in hideout management and crafting. The compass will be finally here. The new Hvy Bleed system where you'll need the special supplies to stop and then also leave a trail of blood when you get it. We get the fast drop for the backpack when you double tap Z. New voices for bears and some of the bosses. There's going to be new looks for some of the SCAVs, aka I guess we could just call these new SCAVs. And we also have new character animations for the loading screen and inventory, which we'll get back to in a second. For quality of life changes, there's something here for everyone, I'm sure, but the ones that stuck out to me are mainly these. With first and foremost, we have the lobbies where you will now be able to see your friends' loadouts before loading in. So those new character animations for the loading screens were for this. And again, if that wasn't clear, you will now be able to see your friends in the lobby with you before you go into a raid. There's also the flea market where you will buy what is left instead of getting an error if something lower is in stock when you buy it. You're going to see what attachments go where in the UI when modding guns now. There's the auto sort button, thank God. The auto heal with therapist will now be free up until level 5. There's a new ammo loading menu, which we're going to have to see for ourselves. You now see the distance that the killing blow came from in the after raid screen. There's lots of stuff to do with reloading and unloading weapons and a bunch more. For optimizations, we know about the netcode, which will be a good test. We also have new animation overhauls, probably having to do with the lobby stuff, AI optimizations with the SCAVs, and graphic optimizations between the new high quality color option and the shader options. There's been lots of improvements with the AI. SCAVs will now respond to your follow me when you are a player SCAV. They will overall act differently when getting shot at or about to shoot. They even treat USEC and bears differently with how they speak to them and how they react to them in the fight. On top of this, raiders will now attack AI SCAVs. So when you're looking at a firefight, you won't always know that that's a player. It could be AI versus AI, and this is the first time that we've had something like this apart from offline lobbies where they have the SCAV wars. This is an actual online SCAV war when there's raiders and AI next to each other. There were a ton of fixes from bugs to connection errors here, and all seem to be really good. I think we might be getting some great improvements to playability in general here. Then for changes, they made some old medical items affect contusions now. When flashed, you will always drop your mag when you reload now. They nerfed the 40mm grenade. They buffed military crates. I think these are the ones that we call Red Rebel, the big green crates. They increased fall damage. They reworked player spawns on reserve, and they also pushed back the player SCAV spawn time on reserve as well. They also lowered the trader restocks from 3 hours to 2 hours. Guys, this wasn't even half of the full list. I know plenty of you can read just fine, and I'm sure you're going to go look for yourself, but I wanted to point out the things that I thought were the most important. If you want to check out for yourself, the full list will be linked below. Regardless of who is reading these patch notes, this is a fornicating ton of changes, and I'm going to be extremely busy covering all of these once the day actually comes, which again, they unfortunately have already confirmed that it will not be this week for patch 12.8. Some of these more confusing and bigger changes are going to need their own videos, so I'm going to get on that as soon as I can, but I wanted to get this video up as soon as possible to keep you guys in the know, so stay tuned for those. So that's going to be all for now, but if you need more Tarkov content in your life, I would definitely make sure that you've seen my latest dev stream breakdown where there's footage of this stuff, and other than that, I have my playlists for Escape from Tarkov here as well. If you like this video, then you know the drill. I really appreciate the people who do. Otherwise, I hope you at least learned something, and I also hope you have a nice day. See you guys.